What is up, everyone? Welcome to Destiny 2, my fellow Guardians. This is take two of this. Letting you guys know because it's not easy doing this. I'm not really good at this, so bear with me, okay? This is somewhat my thoughts on Lightfall. And first off, I'm going to say this: it was not worth the money. If I knew that the story was gonna be this bad, I would have not buy the game. I would have waited until I would have waited if the DLC got lower price or something. Well, it's free. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe not. I don't know. It's just man, it was disappointing. I'm just gonna say this. Gameplay wise, it was okay. I'm gonna say that. I don't know. It was nothing too crazy, nothing too different. Strand, yay, yay and nay. I don't know. Depends on the class you play on, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty much my opinion. Campaign. Let's get to the campaign and Strand. I want to get a little more details on Strand, but let's start with the campaign. Spoiler warning for all you. So, campaign, guys. Very disappointed. I'm just gonna say that. Very disappointed in the campaign. Um, Even though I pretty much played the campaign pretty much on my Warlock Legendary all by myself. If you guys did not watch that stream, it was a 13-hour stream. I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging because why I'm not bragging? It's because well, it's not meant to be bragging. It's because that was the most pain in the ass 13 hours of of Lightfall Legendary. I'm not bitching about it. Okay, I just I had a very tough time, a very tough time. Oh man, I might make a funny, somewhat rage clip video about that because dear lord, I raged so much on the most BS deaths ever. I'm just gonna say that I died so many times for the most BS reasons ever. But that's just me. Maybe. All right, campaign. So we start off with the witness coming to Earth finally. He pretty much went toe to toe to the Traveler. Though I think it's weird that the Traveler doesn't do like anything to the witness. I'm like, he's got to have a immune or something. The witness, because like I remember in the trailer, it showed that similar part, but it was like a different outcome in the trailer. So I don't know why that was changed or something. I don't know. I just thought that was weird, and I'm curious why. The Traveler's witness was immune to the Traveler's attacks. That's all I want to know. But yes, so witness pretty much was ready to do something to the Traveler, kill it, whatever. But got a vision. Oh, found the veil. Let's head there. Disciple, go do my bidding. Okay, go. Kyle's like, yes, master. Also, Osiris knows what the veil is. We don't. We go to Neptune. We find Nearmuna. Cloudstriders are their protector. Nearmuna's protectors. Yeah. At first it was alright. First, doing the first mission and then getting to Nearmuna. Okay, great. But like Osiris was like, like that's one thing I feel like bugged me a lot. I feel like Osiris would be the one that would be doing the explaining to us why the veil is so important, why the veil is stopping the witness from, making a portal or carving the traveler or anything. I feel like Osiris has just, you know, changed his tune to be an absolute asshat and decided to just tell us what to do and not give us a reason why it's so important. Like 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 Bungie says, like Bungie says, uh, Lightfall is supposed to be our Infinity War. But it's not. It's more like we just. It was like we weren't updated of the dangers of the world, not fully. Like, oh, we know Thanos is coming. Yeah, we know that. Like, we know there's a hint or something. We're just waiting for the reasoning why that hint is so important. And then when you know, AKA, we'll just say Osiris is Hulk in this scenario. Uh, Hulk comes and is like, oh, Thanos has found the Infinity Stones. We gotta stop him. We gotta stop him now. Gotta stop him now. It's like, what's the Infinity Stones? What did he do? There's no time. Let's go. Let's go. Like, but why? Like what's these Infinity Stones gotta do anything? Like, it must be important. I get it, but like, I would like to know, what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do to, let's just say, the whole, the universe is the traveler. Okay, in this scenario again, what's it gonna do with the Infinity Stones, with the universe and all that stuff? It's like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just go. Stop him. Stop him. And failed. Like, oh no. Snapped. Boom. Done. Okay. It was a fight. It was a fight, yeah, but we still don't have no clear idea what the hell the freaking veil was. Like, like, I thought from pretty much since since Beyond Light, yeah, if I remember right, Beyond Light or Shadowkeep, I thought the veil was the statues, like, cause when I heard the veil from the not witness, from Rasputin himself, I'm like, okay, is the veil the statues? Cause the veil and the statues look like they're covered in cloth that pretty much means a veil. It's a veil that's covering them. That's pretty much the meaning of it. Search it up, Bungie. It's just like, okay, makes sense. But why is this veil so different? And I watched this guy's video. Sorry if I don't remember your name, YouTuber guy. I know he was like McMuffin, McNasty. I don't know, something. Not McNasty. I don't think so. But he had a interesting kind of theory where the veil was the statues, but there were different statues. One, there were light statues and there were dark statues. Because ones that we have seen mostly spout out dark abilities, like the one on Luna, the moon, gave us. No, not gave us. It gave Eris Morn stasis. Though I'm a little confused with that one. But when we went to the Aroba one, that gave us stasis. So, back and forth, all that stuff. So it's just like, okay, there's other statues or beings, or maybe there's an actual being, not an artifact. Because to me, I feel like there was statues of this somewhat veiled being. There's got to be an actual being of it, of that statue. An actual veil. I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's just my thoughts. Because I feel like in Destiny, everything that's somewhat powerful, it's gotta be alive. Like the Traveler. It's somewhat of alive. It does a lot of things. It moves. Like to me, I'm just saying this is my opinion, but I'm kind of like for the whole like there's a entity inside the Traveler that controls it, and also like the Witness controls all the pyramid ships. That's what I think, because no one knows. There was I think when D1 came out, there was the first concept art of the Traveler was a woman, and I thought that was a cool idea. And I feel like maybe if Bungie wanted to, they could keep that idea, but like instead, the woman's inside the entity, and inside the entity, inside the Traveler, controlling it. But in this situation, it could be a little bit different, but similar to the Witness's situation. Um, I'll get into that theory later. But like I said, pretty much, Osiris doesn't give us information about it. He rushes us through near Muna. We meet the Outstriders, Cloudstriders. Rohan's cool, but spoilers. Warning, he dies. Wow. I didn't feel any emotions to that. Was I supposed to cry? Bungie, was I supposed to cry when he died? Yeah, he was cool, Would I rather replace Nimbus with Rohan? No, Rohan with Nimbus? Yes. Why? Well, because Nimbus is really annoying. And Nimbus did not have any feelings or anything that sounded like he actually had any depression or something like that. Like, I guess there was a little bit if you play the exotic machine gun quests, but I don't know, Nimbus just didn't seem that, shaken or heartbroken or depressed. I don't know. Nimbus was not the best. I'm just gonna say it. Nimbus is just annoying to me, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. Callus, I do have to say this. Callus, I'm kind of sad that he's dead. I was really hoping we were gonna have a little bit of a interesting, long kind of thing, cause like I kind of was hoping for a Witch Queen kind of thing, like Savathun. She's somewhat dead, but she's not really dead. She's still alive in a way. Her ghost is still alive. Maru, he's pretty much, in my opinion, an absolute cool, badass hive ghost. That's I wish my ghost sounded like. It's so dark and rude, but badass. I don't know. I like the voice. I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, you got Amaru still going out there. Don't know what's going on with the Lucent Hive. Kind of would think, the Lucent Hive or something would be going down against the Witness. Because like technically, the Lucent Hive are still loyal to Savathun, and Savathun betrayed the Witness. So wouldn't you think the Witness would be like, you betrayed me, I'll obliterate your entire species, or not the species, maybe the entire group that follows her, that still serves her by the command of Maru. But no, let's just rush towards the end of the campaign. The end of Destiny. Let's just get this party over with, That's pretty much it was like, just like, oh, let's just do snap, boom, gone, all stuff. So yeah, Callus, I didn't want him to die. I kind of, like other people said, it would have been nice to have him a little longer, have this more father and daughter kind of conflict. You got I want to call them the Blue Legion versus the Shadow Legion. Blue Legion is Kaido, and Shadow Legion is Callus. Kind of have this kind of cool conflict against one another and all that stuff. I think that would be cool. I think that would be awesome. I think that would make the game more enjoyable. See this continuation and all that stuff. Because I don't know if there's any more disciples that Witness has. I don't think Aramis is going to become one. I don't even know if Zero of Wrath is one. Zero of Wrath serves Witness, but she's not a disciple, not that we know of. Eris Morn is just pretty much a slave at best can tell. I don't know if there's any other disciples. We don't know. They don't really get much details on the Witness and his army and stuff. Like, I feel like it would make sense for the Witness to have a lot of disciples, because, if he has a big fleet, he's got to have a big army, and he's got to have a lot of generals, a lot of captains, a lot of people controlling those armies, So yeah, and then we got these tormentors that I don't know if we have much lore on them, but I don't know. I thought, in my opinion, I'm like, oh, they must be, if I had to guess, Roke's servants. But at the same time, that makes no sense, because Roke didn't have them in the raid. Like, they weren't in the raid. They weren't hinted, but maybe they were, sent to the Witness to serve him, to, be cloned. Because, I guess at the time, Rogue was like, there's no point of using my strong, powerful soldiers to just watch a puny hive god kind of thing, That's just my theory / guess. But, the Tormentors pretty much resemble Rook in a way. So, I don't know if that means that Rook had his own army, or the armor is just made by the Witness. I don't know. I'm just saying there's some similarities, and I feel like those similarities aren't just a coincidence, whatever the right word is. Now back to the Veil. I really, 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 really am annoyed, frustrated, and pissed off that the Veil was not explained to us, because, again, we gotta know what we're going after, what we're doing to stop the Witness. That's kind of the big, big plot that you gotta have in the story, in every story, Like, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to D-freaking-1. The freaking story of Destiny. The main one. What does our Guardian do? Pretty much does whatever. Does missions. Does things that the Vanguard says. And then he gets talked by Elsie, telling you, the Guardian, that you need to stop the darkness. These guys are, very dangerous. And if you do this, you stop the darkness from spreading any farther, your traveler will heal. And that's good enough for us, because, hey, she seems trustworthy, she knows what she's doing, and she definitely is badass. And, as we can tell, darkness is spreading. And also, so we go and we talk to the Reef, also, we do all these things, find out more information about the Black Heart, all that stuff. Though, one thing that makes me a little bit more confused and frustrated a little bit is in the campaign, no, not the campaign, the exotic mission, not campaign, for the exotic machine gun, we go back to the Black Garden, and somewhat the schematics of the Veil is similar to the Black Heart. Can anyone explain that to me? I'm confused. Are they saying that the Veil is somewhat of a black heart, but isn't a black heart? And if so, it made Destiny 1 story confusing to me. Because I'm like, you know, D1, Black Heart, spread darkness, blah blah blah. Facts were praising that because they created it as a power, blah blah blah. We destroyed it. But somehow that was connected to the veil, but somehow not perfected? What? I just confused me. It confuses me. But then again, if I think about it, the Black Heart did have a very interesting similarity to, I would say, Strand Ball, the Tangle Ball. So maybe the somewhat theory right now is that the veil is a big giant strand of dark and light. I don't know. I'm just spouting out shit that pops in my head. But my whole thing is that Bungie fucked up. Bungie fucked up on the campaign. Bungie fucked up on the story, and they rushed it, and it was stupid. I'm just gonna say that. It was stupid. It was a waste of my time. It was a waste of money. You know, like, this felt like a filler episode that no, it felt like an episode that should have not been posted. Well, should have not been released at all. Like someone just made this episode. It's like, oh, let's have this one. It's like an actual person that had a brain, and also it's like no, this is not what Destiny is, and or all that stuff. But of course, some idiot's like, oh, let's just do it anyway. I don't know. I'm just saying that this was a DLC that should not have this story for this DLC should not have been released. This DLC should have had a better story, had answers, and yes, questions. Like Witch Queen, it gave us answers, but also gave us questions. And I like that because it also makes Destiny more mysterious. But we didn't get that. Like I am saying, we just got nothing but more questions. And that is one thing I am pissed and annoyed about. And only thing that I'm happy about is Nezarec is alive. I'm going to say that. Even though we have no idea a lot about Nezarec, one thing we know is that he's pretty much a mystery. I like my damn self. A mystery that's actually going to be answered. For goodness gracious. I'm happy about it. Because if Nezarec wasn't coming back at all, because, Season of Plunder, he freaking dies off, turns into a T. I was pissed. Seriously. Get all these damn body parts and turn them into a damn T. Bye, Nezarec. Bye, Felicia. That's it. Pretty much it. What Bungie did. But now he's back somehow. Don't know. And he might become the raid boss. But I'm kind of hoping he won't die. I'm kind of hoping this is going to be like I said, a Witch Queen thing. He's going to somewhat die, but not fully die. Because, his body's gone. So let's say he fakes his somewhat soul dying, whichever you want to call it. What's actually going to happen, okay? The reason why I don't want Nezarec to die is because there's one theory that I actually would like to have, and I actually agree and want to actually become a reality. I really don't want to take the theory away. Take away the theory away from the person that made this theory. But what I'm just gonna say is, I might put that video what the theory is in the description, so you guys can watch that if you're curious. But the theory is Nezarec will be the next Saga villain. Now, I want that to happen, but at the same time, I kind of think Zero Wrath could be because I feel like Zero Wrath hasn't been built up that much lately, unless you count Season of Seraph as a build up. In a way, yes and no. Not really much, but yes and no. I could see the only way Zero Wrath would come into the fray is, well, I want to say before season of. No, before Final Shape DLC, like the same thing as Witch Queen, or Savathun. She comes into the fray in a way, she, you know, talks to us in a way, and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. I kind of want that to happen for Zero Wrath. She talks, she threatens us, all that stuff. She serves witness, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Um, Maybe she tries to resurrect her sister so she can get some payback. Or maybe try to redeem her sister by convincing her sister to join the witness. Again, I don't know. Or apologize, whichever. Or maybe the witness send Zero Wrath to find Savathun's body or destroy Savathun's Lucent Hive army. Whatever. I don't know. That's just, one of my ideas, one of my thoughts. Blah, blah, blah. That's all. I want to talk a little bit of Strand. Huh. Oh, no, I wouldn't say a little bit, but it's something about Strand. Strand is, I want to say, disappointing, I'm going to say. As a Warlock, it's cool and all, but when I think about it, I think it's, in campaign wise, was kind of shoved down our throats. Some people may enjoy the using Strand and stuff, but I guess that just depends on you. For me, it was like I didn't want to use it. Like, I was okay messing around with it in some missions, but like when it comes to legendary difficulty campaign, it was like pointless to me, because like I said, Beyond Light, there was a reason why we needed to use stasis. In Strand, the only reason to do Strand was to just jump around, and there were a couple of reasons. Destroy the super light suppression. Oh, that's actually one thing I forgot about. But let me finish up my Strand thing. That was I guess the only thing. But when it comes to like legendary difficulty, I feel like it kind of took away the point of having a build. I was using my solar build as a Warlock, and as a Warlock, you may know what build I'm talking about as a solar. And I needed my abilities. I needed my super. I need my grenades. But when I got done by my Strand, or being forced to use Strand, all my abilities of my solar class just goes away, because I just used up Strand and I got exhausted. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But I guess the only thing I'll say that was nice, and it took me a while to find out that it was an option, that I could, instead of using Strand, I could use my solar ability instead when fighting Callus. So I thank you for that. Thank you, whoever it was that gave me that idea, or told me I didn't have to use Strand to fight Callus, or wasn't forced to. Thank you, because I was gonna be absolutely losing my brains out. Though it still took me a long time to beat him, even though I changed to not use Strand. If that made sense. But that's just it. That's all I can think of, and I'm still like the Veil, not much explanations, nothing. No one explained where Strand came from, unless it except, or what why Strand was shown to us. Except Osiris did give us a hint about the veil kind of somewhat being the source of it in a way, and I kind of see that, but it still made no sense why it, some reason just appears to us, and it can only be seen by, I guess, Guardians because Cloud Striders couldn't see it. So I just want to know why. It must be a reason. I guess it maybe the reason is because somewhat the veil is connected to the Traveler. Though that question would love to be answered, but of course that's not gonna happen. Not now. But yeah. Now, and plus using Strand in the campaign, like we gotta like look at it a different view or something like that. The way that reminded me is like they made it sound like, to me it sounded like, oh, we haven't fully accepted using dark subclasses and all that stuff. But I'm like, did they forget that we have stasis now? As just like when I think about that, I'm like, did they also prepare for us using stasis? Like, of course, Witness knew that he gave us that power, but it felt like the somewhat suppression device seemed like it was only affecting light subclasses, not dark subclasses. Didn't say that it was. It didn't make it seem like it was only. It made it seem like it was only suppressing light subclasses, not dark. So I just thought like, what about stasis? Did we try stasis? I'm just saying. But that's just me. And what else? Before we end this video, also, I kind of would like to have more of a conversation or somewhat of a communication with the Witness, because it was the Witness itself that actually called out to us and talked to us in Shadowkeep, and also in Beyond Light gave us stasis and stuff. So I would have liked to have a little bit more of a, I could say, a one-way talk with the Witness, or the Witness doing a one-way talk to us, trying to convince us to join, blah, 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 all this stuff. And, final thing, I forgot that I haven't gotten to this topic about the last part, the cutscene of LightFall. Okay, how the frick did the Witness take control of our ghost? Okay, this is one thing I feel like Bungie has forgotten about their lore, or what has been written in the lore, what is canon and what is not. Because as I remember, and surprisingly I have a good memory on this, there was a lore that someone read, I think it was Mylan or someone, that pretty much said that, or as it was read, Rourke and the Witness had a ghost shell, in their palms, captured it, all this stuff. And they wanted to extract the light. They wanted to take the light. But the Traveler denied them. The Traveler denied them the ability, and as the meaning says, for that lore, the light is given, not taken. The darkness can be taken. So, yeah, light cannot be controlled or taken. So it makes no sense for the Witness to somehow just control the ghost and have it use its light ability to somehow link the veil to the Witness. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. Like, I kind of can understand. Well, I don't know. I kind of do and I kind of don't understand the whole talking, but I feel like the whole controlling is just a way, just like you know a complete jump out of nowhere. Makes no sense. Uh, there's something else. Right. Uh, Zavala and Ikora making the whole discussion about the Traveler is gone. The Traveler's dead now. And that's one thing that is bugging me. I want to say the second biggest thing that's bugging me the most is because that makes no sense at all. Because if the Traveler was gone, our ghost would be dead, or like Red War, our abilities were gone, taken away, blah blah blah. We would be guardianless, lightless, all that stuff. Um, so we, all that stuff. I don't. So that makes no sense to me, unless somehow the Traveler just like, oh, like, I want to say he did that. What's the word? When he broke free from the I'm trying to think of the word. I don't know. Maybe there's a theory, or maybe there's a reason why Ghost can continue on using light abilities and giving it to the Guardians, or the Guardians can keep the light, whatever. There's maybe a reason, but at the same time, I don't think the Traveler's dead. I don't think the Traveler has fully fallen. Though, in my opinion, I don't think the Traveler is light itself. I think the Traveler is an entity that uses the light. That's just maybe me. I don't know, because we don't have much. I want to say we don't have much evidence, much answers about the Traveler. We have, I guess you could say, hints and theories of the Traveler, but not actual concrete answers and evidence about the Traveler. So that's just me, okay. And I think it's weird that they think that the Traveler's gone, it's dead, and all that stuff, because I think that's completely wrong. It makes no sense. Like I said, because one, the Traveler isn't dead. He's still there. He hasn't fallen. He or she, whichever you want to put it. It. Yeah, Traveler's not gone. And I said this in the stream, and I kind of made a joke about it, and some people may not like the joke, depending on who's watching it and your opinions about it. But I kind of think it's funny because I compare it to Rise of Skywalker. Even though I'm a big fan of Disney Star Wars. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Voice correct. And Star Wars hasn't been great and all stuff, but I watched Rise of Skywalker, and I made this joke when talking about this in the live stream that Lightfall in Rise of Skywalker is like the opposite. The name is opposite, because in Rise of Skywalker, Rey takes the name of Skywalker, but in my opinion, Rey isn't a Skywalker. So it's the fall of Skywalkers, and Lightfall it's not the fall. It's, I guess you'd say, the rise of the light, the light rise. I don't know. Voice cracking. I'm just saying that I don't think the Traveler is when using it. If the light was actually going to fall, I think the Traveler would still be alive, because it's not the light itself, I want to say, unless maybe the Traveler is actually light. It's the only thing that has light in the universe. I don't know. That's one thing that we don't have answers for. But I have a theory. This is just a little theory, because Savathun kind of hinted it, that there's other others like the traveler. I think that's one thing she said that actually made me kind of confirmed and kind of believe that that was an absolute truth. I don't know if I want to say I saw something. If I don't know, my memory's a little hazy, but I remember seeing some type of picture or something where it was showing a lot of travelers and a lot of pyramids. I want to say I seen that, or I don't know if I dreamed it. Maybe I dreamed it. I don't know. It's possible. I have weird dreams sometimes. But I feel like it makes sense that there is an entity that controls the travelers, just like there's an entity, aka the witness, that controls all the pyramid ships. And pretty much the pyramids are darkness, and he pretty much wields it like a cloak. He wears it, you know. So it's maybe the same thing with the traveler. You know, we call the traveler because the traveler is a traveler, and maybe I don't know, long time ago, you know, before, you know, a lot like before time. I don't know how far we're gonna go, but you know, there's probably were other travelers out there, you know, and I think in Season Defiance, someone said that the pyramids were probably older than the solar system, you know, way older. So it's possible that, yeah, very back then, there were probably a lot of travelers and pyramids. And, you know, my theory goes, something happened between the light and between traveler and the witness that pissed off the witness really badly, or maybe they just always been in conflict with each other, and something just, you know, went in the favor of the witness, and you know the witness, you know, pretty much, I want to say, wiped most of all the travelers, but didn't get the one traveler that leads him to the entity of the traveler. What's this called? The entity. Can't pronounce it right. Let's call her. Let's call her. We got the witness, so I would say. What's a good way to, what's good opposite of witness? The witness, the seer. I don't know. The watcher. No. From the lore or from Mithrax, the watchers are evil creatures. What's opposite of witness and watcher? The blind. The blind. I don't know. Oh, you guys give me a good name in the comments if there's anyone watching this. Long video. But yeah, that's just my little theory. Or, yeah, theory. I have other theories, but I don't want to take too long on the whole video. But I just think that LightFall was a complete utter disappointment. I would have ranked it like story wise. I would rank it pretty much below Shadowkeep, because at least Shadowkeep actually had a story that made sense in a way. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that somewhat rambling of my opinions and stuff about LightFall. I could get more in depth of Strand. I do have a little bit of opinions about that I kind of want to get into, but that's if I get actual people that are interested, because I don't want to make videos and just post them out and then get like 5 views and stuff. Yeah, I'm not too into that just yet, but I'm open to it. See you, Guardians, in Destiny. Peace.